The Tantra of Siddhaikavīra, Chapter 2. One should explain this king of Tantras to a disciple who is an awakened Buddhist, who has many good qualities, who is devoted to his teacher, and who is skilled. Homage to the god Vimala Chandra. The world is sustained by truth. It is preserved by truth. Through truth it abides in Dharma. Truth is as eternal as Brahman. Truth is the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. It is the ocean of qualities. By these words of truth, may you swiftly enter the mirror. As here follows. 21st Mantra. Om Sara Sara Siri Siri Suru Suru Meru Mandara Pratikasha Avisha Avisha Kailasha Kuta Putraya Nama Svaha. Om run, run, move, move, go, go, become like Mount Meru, become, homage to the Kailasha Kuta Putra, Svaha. Whatever task I can think of, please explain it to me in its entirety, according to the facts, regardless of whether it is for one's own sake or the sake of another, whether it is wholesome or unwholesome. Early in the morning, in a clean place, one should draw a mandala, set up a jar, and make generous offerings to the god Vimala Chandra. One should incant the mirror and show it to a boy or girl who is well washed, dressed in very clean clothes, anointed with white sandalwood paste, and wearing a necklace of sweet-smelling flowers, and uncorrupted by villagers' dharma. Then the mirror will reveal without error what should be done as regards the intended task. In the evening, one should wipe the top surface of the mandala disc and make generous offerings to the god, Lord Vimala Chandra. Having made an offering 108 times, one should go to sleep without speaking. The beneficial and harmful results of the task one has in mind will be revealed. To those who recite the mantra continuously, the events taking place in the three worlds will be revealed. 22nd Mantra. Om Shravana Pishachini Munde Svaha. Om Shravana Pishachi Munda Svaha. If one stands under a Belaric myrobalan tree or under a banyan tree and silently recites the mantra 10,000 times, 100,000 times, one will attain success. Munda, whispering in one's ear, will recount all that is happening in the three worlds. Alternatively, bathed and dressed in clean clothes, one should recite it 10,000 times in a secluded place. Then one will attain success. At night, one should incant Costus root 108 times. Then, having anointed one's face and feet with it, one should go to sleep without speaking. It will then be revealed in one's sleep what will be beneficial and what will not. 23rd Mantra. Om Nama Saptanam Samyak Sambuddha Kotinam Tadyata Om Chale Chule Chunde Mahavidye Satyavadine Varale Kataya Kataya Svaha. Om, homage to the 7 kotis of perfectly awakened Buddhas. Just as here follows. Om Chala Chula Chunda Mahavidya Satyavadini Varada. Speak, speak, Svaha. If one follows here the same procedure described for the previous mantra, Chala will reveal things in a mirror, a conch, a candle, or a dish of water. One who recites the mantra silently, after washing his face with water incanted 108 times, will perceive in his sleep what is beneficial and what is not. 24th mantra. Om Muchili Svaha, Mohani Svaha, Dantili Svaha. Om Muchili Svaha, Mohani Svaha, Dantili Svaha. This mantra can be mastered by reciting it 10,000 times. One should make generous offerings to the Blessed Noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, wash one's face with water incanted 108 times, and recite the mantra, having set one's mind on the task to be accomplished. If one goes to sleep without speaking, one will behold the Lord as one's own body, and learn what will be beneficial and what will not. 25th mantra. Om Prajvala Hum Pat, Om Prajvala Hum Pat. This mantra is the heart essence of Lord Lokanatha. One will attain success by reciting it 1,000,000 times. If one follows here the same ritual described for the previous mantra, it will be revealed in one's dreams what is beneficial and what is not. 26th mantra. Om Nama Saptanam Buddhanam Apratihata Shasanam Tadyata Om Kumara Rupena Dashaya Dashaya Atmano Vibhutim Sambudbhavaya Svapranam Nivedya Yatabhutam Hom Hom Pat Pat Svaha. Om, homage to the 7 Buddhas whose teachings are inviolable. As here follows. Om, show yourself in the form of the youthful one. Show. Manifest your power. Send me a dream to reveal the way things are. Hum, hum, pat, pat, svaha. One should make offerings according to one's ability in front of a painting or a statue of Venerable Mañjuśrī, or by a memorial that contains his body relics. If one recites the mantra 700 times, one will oneself behold the Lord in a dream and show him to others too. 27th mantra. Om Kana Pishachi Kane Me Kataya Hum Pat. Om Kana Pishachi, whisper into my ear. Hum Pat. Beneath a tree inhabited by Pishachas, one should observe silence and sit absorbed in the samadhi of conquering the 3 worlds. Then one should incant meat, fish, and black plum, and with them prepare a bali. One should recite the mantra in the 3 periods of the day. On the first day, Kana Pishachi will give a sign. Later she will come, and one will attain success. From then on, whispering into one's ear, she will recount all that is happening in the 3 worlds. After 21 days, one will succeed even in killing Brahma. 28th mantra. Om Chaturbhuja Sanmukha Vikatana Kana Pishachim Akashaya Hum Pat. Om, the 4-armed and 6-faced one, you with a contorted face, please summon Kana Pishachi, Hum Pat. One should recite this mantra in a charnel ground in front of a painting of Yamantaka. After 21 days, Kana Pishachi will be in one's control. 29th mantra. Om Buddha Churu Churu Mage Svaha. Om Buddha Churu Churu, on the path, Svaha. In a memorial containing his relics, or in front of the Venerable Buddha, one should recite the mantra 10,000 times as preliminary practice. Later, one should make offerings according to one's ability. At bedtime, one should recite the mantra 800 times. One should go to sleep with the following question in one's mind. What was my past existence? And what will my future existence be? In one's sleep, one will perceive one's past and future births. There is no doubt. If one is to die within 6 months, then in one's dream one will not be able to see one's own head or those of others. Similarly, a boy or a girl whom one sees in an enchanted mirror with his or her head invisible will die within 6 months. One should make an unguent from malachite and the root of white agastya tree, incant it 108 times, and smear it on one's eyes. One will distinctly see without heads all those who are going to die within 6 months, whether humans or animals. 30th Mantra. Om Svapna Vilokini Siddha Lochane Svapnam Me Kataya Svaha. Om Svapna Vilokini Siddha Lochana, interpret my dream for me. Svaha. This king of mantras works with all the methods previously described. 31st Mantra. Om Aditi Devadatam Me Dehi Dadapaya Svaha. Om Aditi, give me such and such a girl. Please give. Svaha. If one recites this mantra surrounded by water, one will be given the girl one has in mind. One should recite the mantra 100,000 times for each syllable. By offering a homa of Priyangu flowers or Palasha flowers, one will obtain great splendor. If one recites this mantra at night while performing a homa using the wood of a milk tree, one will obtain any village for which one performs the homa and recitation. By performing 100,000 homa rituals with lotuses or bilva fruits, one born into a royal family will obtain the kingdom. Others will obtain great splendor. When one offers 700,000 homa rituals with any type of flowers, one will obtain inexhaustible wealth. 32nd Mantra. Om Jaye Vijaye Ajite Aparajite Svaha. Om Jaya Vijaya Ajita Parajita Svaha. Reciting this king of the heart mantras of the Four Sisters 400,000 times, following the same procedures as described previously, will accomplish all the rituals described previously. 33rd Mantra. Om Megolkaya Svaha. Om Svaha to Megolka. By offering a homa with flowers of the Palasha tree 100,000 times, using as an option firewood from the same tree, one will obtain 100,000 pieces of gold. One who wishes for a girl will soon obtain the one he desires. 34th Mantra. Om Kamala Vikasini Kamale Mahalakshmi Rajam Me Dehi Varade Svaha. Om Kamala Vikasini Kamala Mahalakshmi, give me the kingdom, you who grant boons. Svaha. This mantra is the essence of Mahalakshmi. When recited continuously, it will bring enormous glory. By offering a homa of whatever flowers are available, one will obtain great splendor and any girl one desires. By offering 100,000 homas of bdellium pills the size of a kernel of a cotton tree, smeared with the 3 sweet substances, or 100,000 homas of lotuses, one will obtain a kingdom. 35th Mantra. Om Nandini Varade Kini 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 Sriyam Me Dada Vaushat. Om Nandini, you who grant boons, Kini 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 Kini, give me splendor, Vaushat. This king of mantras is the heart essence of Nandini. It accomplishes all the previously described activities. 36th Mantra. Om Jambe Mohe Svaha. Om Jamba Moha Svaha. This king of mantras brings the fulfillment of wishes when one makes offerings of oleander flowers to the Venerable Tara and recites the mantra 100,000 times for each syllable. 37th Mantra. Om Vasudharini Svaha. Om Shri Vasu Svaha. Om Vasushriye Svaha. Om Vasumukhi Svaha. Om Vasumatishriye Svaha. Om Masudara Svaha. Om Shri Vasu Svaha. Om Vasushri Svaha. Om Vasumukhi Svaha. Om Vasumatishri Svaha. One should imagine oneself in the form of Jambala and visualize in one's heart, in the center of a moon disk, the goddess Vasudhara, who is of golden color, has 2 arms, and is adorned with all adornments. In the 4 directions, starting with the east, she is surrounded by 4 goddesses. Her right hand is in a boon-granting gesture, and in her left she is holding grain and a cluster of blossoms. Visualizing her like this will bring fulfillment of one's wishes. One should draw a 4-sided mandala with cow dung, 2 hands in diameter, and offer sweet-smelling flowers in the 3 periods of the day. When one has done 4,000 recitations, one's wishes will become fulfilled within 6 months. By offering 400,000 homas of whatever flowers may be available, one will obtain great splendor. By reciting the mantra 100,000 times for each syllable, one will ensure great splendor. After offering 100,000 homas of bdellium pills, one's wishes will come true. 38th Mantra. Om Vasudharini Amukim Kanyam Me Dehi Dadapaya Svaha. Om Vasudhara, give such and such girl to me. Cause her to be given to me. Svaha. Observing one's minor vows, one should bathe, and, while in the water, recite this mantra 400,000 times. Then one will obtain the girl one desires. At night, one should do a homa offering 100,000 times with the wood of a milk tree, including in the mantra the name of a village. Then one will obtain that village. 39th Mantra. Om Vasudharini Svaha. Om Chandra Kantyai Svaha. Om Datayai Svaha. Om Vasudatayai Svaha. Om Aryayai Svaha. Om Subhadrai Svaha. Om Guptayai Svaha. Om Devyai Svaha. Om Sarasvatyai Svaha. Om Vasudhara Svaha. Om Svaha to Chandrakanti. Om Svaha to Datta. Om Svaha to Vasudatta. Om Svaha to Arya. Om Svaha to Subhadra. Om Svaha to Gupta. Om Svaha to Devi. Om Svaha to Sarasvati. One should draw Vasudhara on a gold, silver, or copper leaf in the center of an 8-petaled lotus. On its petals, starting from the east, one should draw the great Yakshinis, Chandrakanti, and so forth. One should then enclose it in 2 leaves and place it in between ghee, honey, and sugar. By following the same procedures as previously described, one will accomplish the tasks previously described. 40th Mantra. In the center, Om Jambala Jalendraya Svaha. Om Svaha to Jambala, the Lord of the Waters. In the cardinal directions, Om Manibhadra Svaha, Om Punabhadraya Svaha, Om Dhanadaya Svaha, Om Vaishravanaya Svaha. Om Svaha to Manibhadra, Om Svaha to Punabhadra, Om Svaha to Dhanada, Om Svaha to Vaishravana. In the intermediate directions, Om Keli Maline Svaha, Om Vichitra Kundaline Svaha, Om Sukendraya Svaha, Om Charendraya Svaha, Om Svaha to Keli Malin, Om Svaha to Vichitran Kundalin, Om Svaha to Sukendra, Om Svaha to Charendra. The Lord is surrounded by the 8 great kings of the Yakshas and accompanied by the goddess Vasudhara. He is of golden colour, holding a mongoose and a citron, with a protruding belly, and adorned with all the jewel ornaments. The Yaksha lords, for their part, are accompanied by the Yakshinis mentioned. The Lord can even grant the rulership of the 3 worlds to those who meditate, make offerings during the 3 periods of the day, and recite the mantras, or those who offer 800 handfuls of water. One who recites this early in the morning, before crows start to caw, while standing in water, will have an inexhaustible accumulation of wealth. Alternatively, on a golden plate, one should engrave Vasudhara surrounded by the Yakshinis, and on a second plate, Lord Jambala surrounded by the Yakshas. One should join them together and wear them. Then the Lord will grant the 8 great siddhis, not to mention other siddhis. This was the 2nd chapter in the great sovereign Tantra of Siddhaikavīra.